If you're a business person and you're negotiating a lease, TI, tenant improvements, that's a term that may come up.
It is.
This is John Lubinski, and we're talking about what does that mean and how can somebody use that to their advantage and what should they think about?
Well, when you're moving into a space, typically there was somewhat of the business that was in there to begin with, and it may not fit your needs exactly. The landlord will sometimes do tenant improvements. If you request that, you can have the landlord make those changes for you, but most likely the landlord is going to frown upon that and prefer to give you 2 or 3 months free rent in lieu of making changes. So if you want the floor changed, you want to paint, you want a door moved.
So that's the kind of thing you can figure, do I want him to do it?
Do you want him to, and typically he or she doesn't want to be responsible for it. They're not general contractors.
Plus, so that's how you do a longer lease or something because they want something
They
in
want
return?
a longer term, and then they're more likely to give you a couple months free rent in lieu of, and then if you hire out your own flooring or painters or do it yourself.
So you kind of think it's a better idea to do it yourself?
Without question, it is. And then you typically have control over those decisions of painting and contractors and what have you.
I have to imagine it would also mean that you can have a little more than control in this lease negotiation. Like I want 3 months free.
That's correct.
4 months free.
Yep, that's
okay.
That's all part of the give and take, and it, the longer term that you have with the lease, the more leverage you have in terms of tenant improvements or months rent free and what.
That's great. So hey, John always has a lot of good ideas about leasing and how to get better deals on that, as well as other things. So if you want to, check out his website if you're not already there, John-Lubinski.com, and a lot of videos that we've been working on with a whole bunch of different subjects. So hey, and thanks for sharing on this.
Yep, no problem.
Appreciate it.